everyone, my name is Dahliani Nasution. I'm English Department Student 2016. This is the ninth video of mine. In this video, I will talk about the interlanguage pragmatic. First, let's define what is the interlanguage. Interlanguage is a language that produced by the second learner or the foreign learner, and the language itself is the language that being learned by the second learner or the foreign learner. So it is a language that interlanguage is a language being learned by the second learner or the foreign learner. And pragmatic is the study of language use, and interlanguage pragmatics it is the study that investigate how or the ability of the non-native speaker to comprehend or to understand and to produce the speech act in pragmatic. It is the interlanguage pragmatic. There are 2 points in interlanguage pragmatic. The first is language in use. Language in use refers to language in action. In pragmatic, there is a speech act. Speech act is the language through an action. For example, when you say, I will come to your house tomorrow, it is language in action, especially for the commissive. When you arrive at her house, it's called as a language, because the language happen because of the action of the utterances. And the second point is the learner use and the acquisition of the pragmatic knowledge. In this part, it is talk about the pragmatic competence. Pragmatic competence is the ability to use of the pragmatic. It refers to grammatical knowledge. Grammatical knowledge, it also refers to the ability of the speaker to use their social rules of the language or the grammar itself. And it is also related to the socio pragmatic. It's mean that they use the social aspect. They use the social aspect that language is appropriate in the social area or in the social area. For example, it is the language is formal or informal. For example, in lecturing, it's use the formal language, and in ordering something we use the language that formal. For example, when you say it to your lecturer, you should use the modal verb. For example, would you or could you. It is kind of the socio competence that have socio competence that have you that you have from the acquisition of the pragmatic. And it is also related to the discourse. In discourse, it is related to the language that you use is appropriate in the context. It is such as pronouns that you produce, that are utterances. So as a conclusion, intralanguage, it is a language that produced by the speaker who are foreign language or the second learner. It means that it is not her or his native language, but is a language that being learned by her or his. And In the interlanguage pragmatic, it is 2 points. The first is language in use, and also lang- learner use, and also acquisition of the pragmatic knowledge. I think that's all. Thank you.